A dirty bomb represents a unique and terrifying threat. Unlike nuclear weapons, it does not produce a nuclear explosion. Instead, it combines conventional explosives with radioactive materials. This deadly cocktail spreads fear and chaos. The explosion causes immediate damage and casualties. The real danger is the release of radioactive material. These materials emit harmful radiation. Exposure can have severe health and environmental consequences. Understanding this threat is crucial for preparedness and response. The effectiveness lies in its ability to contaminate a wide area. Imagine a city center blanketed in radioactive dust. This could make the area uninhabitable for years. The fear and panic would amplify the impact. The true aim is to sow terror and disrupt society. The detonation of a dirty bomb in a populated area would trigger immediate chaos. The explosion itself would cause injuries and fatalities, much like a conventional bomb. Buildings would crumble, glass would shatter, and the air would fill with dust and debris. However, this chaos would be compounded by the invisible threat of radiation. Radioactive material, pulverized into fine particles, would be dispersed by the blast. This radioactive dust would settle on surfaces, contaminate the air, and pose a significant health risk. First responders would face a daunting challenge. They would need to treat the injured while navigating a contaminated environment. Identifying the extent of the contamination and establishing safe zones would be crucial. The immediate aftermath would be a race against time to save lives and contain the spread of radiation. Evacuation of the affected area would be paramount, but also a logistical nightmare. The invisible enemy, radiation, poses the most significant danger in a dirty bomb attack. Exposure to high levels of radiation can lead to acute radiation sickness, or ARS. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and skin burns. Severe cases can lead to organ failure and death. Long-term effects include increased cancer risk. Children are particularly vulnerable to radiation. Early detection and long-term monitoring are crucial. Psychological scars, panic and trauma in the aftermath. Beyond the physical health consequences, the psychological impact of a dirty bomb attack would be profound. The initial shock and terror of the explosion would give way to fear and uncertainty. The invisible nature of radiation would amplify these feelings. People would be constantly worried about contamination, their health, and the well-being of their loved ones. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, would be a significant concern for survivors. The trauma of the event, coupled with the ongoing fear of radiation exposure, could have lasting psychological effects. Anxiety, depression, and sleep disorders are just a few of the challenges survivors might face. Addressing the psychological needs of survivors would be crucial. Providing mental health support, counseling, and accurate information about radiation risks would be essential for recovery. Section 5. The long road to recovery. Environmental and economic impacts. The detonation of a dirty bomb would have far-reaching consequences, extending beyond immediate casualties and health effects. The environmental impact would be severe, contaminating the blast area and potentially spreading to surrounding regions. Cleanup efforts would be extensive and costly. Decontaminating buildings, soil, and water could take years, if not decades. The affected area might have to be cordoned off, displacing residents and businesses. The economic repercussions would be equally significant. Businesses would be forced to close, either temporarily or permanently. Trade and tourism would suffer as people avoid the contaminated area. The cost of cleanup, healthcare, and economic disruption would place a tremendous burden on governments and communities. This underscores the importance of preparedness and investing in measures to prevent such an attack. A stark reminder that no one wins when wars can escalate completely out of control. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.